Have you ever looked around and realized you don't fit where you used to? The conversations don't hit the same, the energy feels heavier, the laughter doesn't land like before. It's not that anyone really did something wrong. It's just that you've grown. There's a quiet, almost sacred power in that moment. The moment you realize you have outgrown certain people, places, and versions of yourself, maybe. Today we are talking about that power. The power of outgrowing people. And why letting go isn't a loss. It's evolution. Welcome to Airborne. My name is Richard, and this is the first episode of Becoming Airborne. And if you are listening to me right now, I'm celebrating you. I'm happy you are here. This podcast, I believe it will not only inspire you, but inspire those who will share it too. So if you find this episode worth sharing, please, you should do that. And once again, you are welcome to Becoming Airborne. There's a unique kind of power in outgrowing people. A power that is, hard to recognize when you are right in the middle of it. Me as an introverted person, just in my perfect space, doing my thing, I hear people say, "Oh, this guy is proud. Doesn't talk to us again." I'm like, how? I don't even notice. See, when people isn't loud, it's quiet. Unlike some people that feel like, you see, hear them ranting about going them Jerry. I'm like, how? As going people happen slowly. In conversation that just stop feeling the same. The moments when you realize the energy just doesn't match anymore. As humans, the world we live in, the culture, we are not always taught to see that as growth. We are taught to hold on, to keep the peace, to make it work, even though when it is so clear, there's no road here. And yes, in times like this, the most powerful thing we can do is letting go. For our culture, our world, we say no. To me, sometimes I just feel like so many of us were raised with the belief that being good means being loyal. 2025 have taught me a lot. It's something I was not seeing it. I've learned that we are supposed to nurture, to feel, to hold on, even when something no longer feels right. You see that being good means being loyal, man. I don't accept that anymore. Because I've learned, because of this kind of, cultural guidelines, the idea of moving on from friendships, communities, even professionals, space can feel wrong. Like, it makes us selfish. But my brother, my sister, my daddy, my mommy, here's the truth. Outgrowing people isn't about turning your back on love or loyalty. It's about acknowledging that you have evolved and maybe the people and places around you haven't. I mean, that's okay. When you start to see life that way, you realize it's not rejection, it is realignment. Simple. let me be honest with you here. As growing people can feel incredibly uncomfortable. It's not like you wake up one morning and say, yeah, I'm done. Just like I said before. So we'll be like, yeah, I've moved on from that person, blah blah. It's usually subtle. A quiet awareness that something is off. You see, start noticing that conversations feel different. You feel drained by spending time together. I get irritated. You get irritated beside people. I can't spend a week with someone in my room, in my house. It looks as if I'm being like they are biting me. The conversations feels as if they are trying to slaughter you. And the truth is, in all these things comes with glutes. That's the fact. You get of wonder. You start wondering, am I being too picky, too cold? Especially when the person hasn't done anything wrong. The truth is it is not about them. And maybe it's not about you too. It's just about you changing. And sometimes people who once fit perfectly in your life might, they might not be the person to continue. They are not meant, to continue to the next chapter of your story. That's just it. Here is the beautiful part that we often forget. When we release what no longer aligns, we are creating space for relationships that do. Letting go isn't just about saying goodbye to the old. It's about saying yes to the new. New energy, new conversations, new connections that fit who you are becoming. And I think for me as a man, especially as a young adult, this is powerful because every time I set boundary or walk away from something that no longer feels right, I'm reminding myself that I deserve friends, relationships that will lift me up. That's not selfish. That is self-worth. To move on is not easy. Either in a maybe a cupid relationship, friend, or whatever the case may be, to move on is not easy. Here are 5 ways to embrace the shift. Number 1, acknowledge the shift. Stop pretending it's all in your head. When you feel the disconnection, name it. That's your intuition speaking. Number 2, reflect on what you need at the moment. Number 3, prepare for honest conversations. Number 4, release the guilt. Number 5, create space for new connections if there is need to. Personally, me, I consider it a little bit hard for me because on my day one, I respect my corner. So I'm also learning, to create spaces for some certain type of people, new relationship, new conversations, new people who I think might uplift me. So if you have been feeling like that quiet distance with someone lately, that subtle shift in energy, man, don't rush to fix it. Sometimes that space is sacred. It's your growth showing up. And remember, outgrowing people isn't about losing them. It's about finding yourself. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to want more for your peace, your heart, and your future. Letting go isn't weakness. It is wisdom. And when you trust that, life starts to feel a lot lighter. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who is in our growth season. And if you are ready to create boundaries that protects your energy and supports your evolution, do that. And you can also check our publication on Substack. We are Airborne. We have different articles here that can help you to become what you are building. And finally, remember, sometimes growth means outgrowing. That is okay. You are listening to Airborne, Becoming Airborne. My name is Richard Orji. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.